Hi boys and girls, welcome to VBS this year. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing a cape, why we have the backdrop. Well, our theme for VBS this year is all about heroes. And we're also going to talk about how you can be a hero. And I have some good news for you. We actually know the greatest hero of all, and that hero is Jesus. So through our lessons this week, we're going to look at how much of a hero you can be and how much of a hero Jesus is for us. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Once again, you got the return of Bible Man this year. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. Now, every day we're going to have a different theme or a lesson or a point to our story. Now, this theme today is going to be heroes help others. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you have helped a friend or maybe a family member before, and this story we read from the Bible today really talks about how someone went out of their way to help someone else. And as I'm reading this story, I want you to think about what can you do in your house or with your friends to help them out. Now, the story I'm going to be reading today is the Good Samaritan. I know most of you all have probably heard this story in Sunday school or children's church with Miss Hannah and Miss Debbie and Miss Casey, but I'm going to go ahead and read it for us. This is called the Good Samaritan. If your parents are at home, it comes from the 10th chapter of Luke. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read it for us today. Okay, make sure you guys are using good listening ears while Miss Bible Man reads it. All right, remember, the Good Samaritan. Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho when he was attacked by bandits. And bandits are like bad guys. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and left him half dead beside the road. Can you guys imagine that? They really hurt that man. By chance, a priest came along. Priest, kind of like a pastor or a preacher. But when he saw the man lying there, he crossed the other side of the road and passed him by. That's not very nice, is it? A temple assistant walked over and looked at him lying there, but he also passed on the other side. So that was two people who just walked by that man who really needed their help, but they didn't stop and help. Then a despised Samaritan came along, and when he saw the man, he felt compassion for him. Now it says a despised Samaritan. Samaritans were a group of people at that time that the Jewish people and leaders, they really didn't like Samaritans at that time. But we see in this story that God used someone who people really didn't like to help other people. And that's the important thing. They chose to do the right thing. Going over to him, the Samaritan soothed his wounds with olive oil and wine and bandaged them. That means he took care of his owies. Then he put the man on his donkey and took him to an inn, which is like a hotel or maybe like a little hospital, where they took care of him. The next day, he handed the innkeeper 2 silver coins, telling him, "Take care of this man. If his bill runs higher than this, I'll pay you the next time I'm here." Now, which of these 3 would you say to the man which of the 3 would you say was a neighbor to the man who was attacked? Jesus asked. The man replied, "The one who showed him mercy." Then Jesus said, "Yes, now go and do the same." So in this Bible lesson, we have to try to be more like the Samaritan in the story, because he chose to do the right thing and help the man that needed his help. Okay? So, point of today's lesson is help others when you can. Find a way to help mom, dad, brother, sister, some friends, aunt, uncle, cousin, anyone. Just lend a helping hand. Now, our activity for today, I'm going to grab it real fast. This is actually a word search. I know a lot of kids love doing word searches. So it's just called the Good Samaritan word search. And I'll just list some of the words off that you can search for. You can search for bandages, Christ, clothes, God, good, Jerusalem, that's where it took place, Samaritan. So try your very best. Bible Man loves doing word searches, and see if you can beat me doing it. And then tune in for next time for our next story.